my hour of accumulated sleep over the last week, I intend to follow that rule. Shifting my legs over the side of the bed, I take my time standing, my lower body still sore and hard to maneuver, especially after throwing myself to the floor. Without a single fuss, I lower her into the bassinet of her portable crib and breathe a sigh of relief. Why does no one warn new parents about the afterbirth part? Everyone talks about the pain of labor and how exhausting newborns are. What about the tearing and bleeding and adult diapers, the witch hazel wipes and the spray bottles, the leaking boobs and night sweats? No wonder it's hard to adjust to a brand new baby. My insides were flipped inside out and shoved into an unrecognizable body. This is me, living the glamorous life. After everything I've learned over the last 7 months, the prospect of my giving birth in the future is slim to none. As I sink onto my queen-sized bed and my head hits the pillow, the wall behind me rattles like someone lobbed a body onto it. I swear, if they have sex against that wall, a pterodactyl screech bursts from beside me. Tears prick my eyes as I pinch them shut. No, this isn't happening. I can't live like this. My brain foggy with sleep and fury, I march out of my one-bedroom box of an apartment, leaving my door cracked and head left. Today is as good a day as any to introduce myself as the new occupant of apartment 3C. Banging on my neighbor's door, I shuffle from foot to foot, awaiting my prey with righteous indignation. The building's inner corridors are air-conditioned, but the unprecedented July heat seeps through the large windows across our doors, making the hallway sweltering. Sweat speckles my skin, my tank top and loose shorts sticking to my back within seconds. The door opens and I'm stuck between a poised breakdown and full-blown hysteria when a man with dark-fringed blue eyes and hair with unrestrained waves verging on full-blown curls from a 1-inch barrel stands at the threshold. He inspects the strange woman at his front door, and I refuse to imagine what he sees. Tucking a greasy lock of flat blonde hair behind my ear, I take a deep breath. I'm sorry to disturb your mid-afternoon mattress dance, but I have to ask you to try to control the volume. His curls fall over one eye and he shoves them back. Come again? Our shared wall? I point at the long wall between my door and his. I can hear you like you're in my bedroom. Oh, I'm sorry. He tilts his head and something about his tone flips a switch. You're sorry? You're laughing and screaming and banging against my wall, and I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't get knocked up at 19 disliking sex. He retreats a step and I carry on. But being that noisy is rude when your new neighbor is trying to steal 15 minutes of sleep. 15 minutes! Is that too much to ask? I toss my hands in the air like my question is for the power above. I want some sleep. My neighbor seemingly doesn't have a heart as his gaze falls down, then over my shoulder. He gestures to my body, keeping his stare averted. What? He's the one performing an audible porno, and he struggles to look me in the eyes? I realize my week-old postpartum appearance wouldn't turn heads on the red carpet, but the least he can do is give me his attention while I'm in the middle of a breakdown. I think you might have a hungry baby. He scratches his stubbled cheek, his eyes remaining fastened over my shoulder. Huh? Chin dropping, I'm clued in on what he sees. 2 wet circles on either side of my fading and stretched-out dingy white tank top, the quality of my thin cotton bralette evident. Crossing my arms, the floodgates explode. Of course I forgot to put new nursing pads in, because this is my new life. I'm beyond sleep-deprived. Telling this stranger what day of the week it is would be impossible. There's no shut-off valve on damn boobs. She just ate and they don't seem to care. And she won't sleep. I'm dying a slow death with every hour of sleep I lose. As if summoned by the milk trickling from my boobs, Clem's cries flow from inside my apartment. Has she been crying this whole time? My stare flits from my apartment to the sky. Why does she cry all the time? What is wrong with me? Why can't I figure this out? Why does she hate me?
Dad?